Bookbinding doesn't cost nothing. There are costs involved. Setting up especially is more expensive than once you get going and you're moving on using materials you already have, tools you already have. But to begin with, tools and materials, you were looking at roughly 130 pounds, about 175 US, to get what I would suggest is a good starter kit, tools and materials. So we're going to go through a few of them now. There are links in the description to all of the ones that I've tried, a couple that I haven't tried, but I recommend based on just reviews and having a look at them. Most of them, though, I own and I've tried, and you'll see here. So let's just start with what's on top. PVA glue I have in the tools. Really, it's a material, I suppose. You shouldn't be touching that with your bare hands all the time. I don't like to wear gloves, and I don't like to wear out brushes. But these are a nylon brush. I've dried this glue on here and then just mashed it around in the sink with some water running, completely saved the bristles. I keep a jar of water around, and when I'm gluing, if I'm done with it, I'll pop it in there. If I'm not quite, I'll put it on there. It'll sit on there for 20 minutes before it starts to harden up. Anyway, so a couple of these for spreading glue around. Very pivotal, important pieces. Now this is a book vise. You screw it down, it holds books together, holds pages together to make the book. This one you'll notice has all these little screws on it, which is why in the list I've also included a little thing to a pack of screws. This is mostly important if you're doing designs on the spine of your book that are three-dimensional, or if you're working with leather and you're doing false bands, which you'll learn about later. So these you don't need right now, but I put these in here to kind of make two tools out of one for this one. But this is a handy little thing. It can be a bit finicky undoing these and doing them up, and it will only do a certain size of book. If you have an A4 sheet folded in half, perfect. Anything bigger than that, and this one isn't sufficient, but it is pretty cheap, works really well. With the kit, the bookbinding kit, you can have a look, but you'll get a little pair of snippy scissors, you'll get needles, you'll get waxed thread, which I highly recommend over normal thread. You can use normal, but waxed thread is much more comfortable. There's an awl, which is basically just a pokey thing, which we will use and talk about later. Good utility knife with razors that can be replaced. You can get the smaller version like this as well, works just fine. This is the ruler that comes with the kit, so you can see why I've listed a larger ruler. When you're pressing down and cutting paper or leather or that kind of thing, it's nice to have more surface area, nice to have that extra length. The bone folders, of course, we have. This one's great for doing flat surfaces. The tip here is quite thick, so it's not the best for getting into little pointy contours. This one's not bad if it's a long groove, but for the pointy little contours, something like this is nice. This is quite a sharp blade there. I have two of these and two of these, so in the videos you'll sometimes see me working with two at a time just to get that leather or sometimes book cloth to try and wrap around. There are specific tools for working with leather, which gets exponentially more expensive once you're working with leather. I'll talk about that a bit more in the section on materials. The other thing, there's some household things like scissors you might want to have around, you know, tweezers, maybe little things that I haven't listed because you have them somewhere. So I hope that will get you started and not be too intimidating. It's really not bad, and it is really satisfying to get these tools and start getting these books together. So best of luck, and we'll see you in the next video. Wait, one last thing when it comes to materials. It is sometimes nice to have some weight around. bricks wrapped in paper so they don't mar the surface of other papers or covers or that sort of thing. That's good to have. What I have, I just got lucky and found this sitting at a friend's house. It is granite. It is really heavy, super smooth, and excellent for keeping things flat. See you next video.